Hey folks, what's going on? It's Matt from Hero Tactics. It's been a while since I made one of these. Wow. Apparently I don't remember how to do this, but yeah, I will have to play with the settings at some point. But anyway, yeah, I'm excited. I'm opening Keyforge. I guess it's the newest card game from Fantasy Flight Games, developed by Richard Garfield, the guy that made Magic. So, yeah, I'm still wandering from game to game, trying to find a game that fits what I'm looking for. I really want a game with a community like the community I found at HeroClix, and I've played a bunch of games since HeroClix with like really cool people, and they're really fun to be around. But yeah, when I got into Destiny, really get big, its downside is that it was collectible, and I don't know how to say no to collectible. And then I got into Imperial Assault because it was miniatures and it was Star Wars, and it wasn't collectible, but it had a really great community. And I don't know, I just like I probably recorded one of these videos about a year ago, maybe even longer, and about that same time, no, I guess we finally got a new thing. It, I don't feel that Fantasy Flight is behind Imperial Assault. I think they are going like full on nuts with Legion. I think Destiny's going strong, and then of course X-Wing 2.0. So just I think because it's I guess a quote unquote tabletop. I know there's some legal wrangling they had to do in order to even make Imperial Assault to begin with. So I just don't think that their heart's behind it. So I'm looking for a game that's not collectible, that will hopefully have a big community behind it, that I can really enjoy playing. And some of the people that I've met through HeroClix that I really like are looking at this game. They told me to look into this game and give it a shot. So I'm gonna crack this open. Today happens to be Small Business Saturday, and I happen to get this at my friendly local gaming shop, which is something that I recommend doing. Yeah, it was cool. They had this one. I got this one at Dragon's Lair. This one also at Dragon's Lair, and then I've got one and a starter deck, or like an instructional deck, on pre-order from Mothership Books and Games, and I will grab that as soon as I get notified that they have them. But let's crack this open. I kind of glanced at the rules. It does seem a lot like Magic. It kind of seems like Richard Garfield put some stuff that he had, some ideas that he had in Magic that just never went anywhere. He kind of put them together. And I kind of like the mythology. I like the fact that you can play a Mars faction. I hope they're really little green men. I've kind of purposely kept myself in the dark. I guess there's a Reddit group that I should be definitely get on there just to kind of keep it a surprise, because like I didn't know what was going to happen with this. It's got this really rad like little it looks like a Viking looking dude, like a steampunk Viking, because like there's energy shooting out of it. I guess that's the Ember, the Aether, or their copyrighted version of mana. But let's get this open. Oh yeah, and it's $10. The decks are computer generated. They're algorithmically generated. And I figured at $10, it's not collectible. And the worst that could go wrong is I have 5 decks, 4 or 5 or 6 decks, and I'm not in too far deep. I don't know. The Green-Eyed Monster gets me, dude. Like I went overboard on Imperial Assault, and that's not even a collectible game. So I don't know if I have that kind of restraint. Well, let's get this thing open. Shrink wrap. Remember, for those of you old school Magic players, before Magic decks came with the easy open tab, which is still never easy open for me. I got for my, I think this is my dude. That worked better. Wormo Jab. I'm gonna have too much fun playing this guy just for the name alone. And his factions are Logos, Brobnar, and Sanctum. I did not look into the mythology. I'm guessing Brobnar is probably this fire. Just by the name alone, this fire Viking is probably the Brobnar clan. Alright. Alright, so this is a creature. Jeez, Richard Garfield really stretching there. It's got power and armor. Sounds familiar. The armor actually means different stuff in this thing. And it's got human and knight and some keywords that I need to look in better. But this is the Ignis. No, the Sanctum. So I'm guessing this is like it's a Holy Knight looking dude. I'm guessing this is some sort of Holy Knight theme, which is really kind of cool. Sequus. I guess there's a couple of these bad boys. Sequus. Protectrix. It's a Knight Spirit. Ooh. Protectrix. Gray Monk. Yeah, so definitely like a religious theme. God, I forgot how to do this. This is so crazy. Each friendly creature gets +1 armor. That's kind of cool. So it gives himself a 1 armor. Ooh, there's some sneaky stuff there. I'm going to do some very specific attacking. If I can do some manipulations. Man, I can't actually, just look at these cards makes me really wish I got the 2-player starter kit. I got to see when that comes in. I understand there's, I don't know, with the holidays and stuff like that, there may be some disruptions and stuff, but I'm excited. Oh, man. The Spirit's Way. That's an action. Finally, our first action or spell card. It doesn't have mana cost. Oh, so I guess the one thing I probably glossed over, and this is my fault because I should have opened, or I should have gotten a learn to play kit. Golly, why can't I speak? Is that you destroy each creature with power 3 or higher? Oh god, what was? There was a magic card that did the same thing where just to kill all the this is kind of taking me back because like I kind of like Magic. Every once in a while, I'll go look at the cards and the sets and be like, man, this game wasn't collectible. I'd be really cool, really stoked to check this out, especially when they had like Mayan dinosaurs. I was like, okay, I'm behind this. That's pretty cool. More spells, terms of release. You can capture Amber. How do they aim? Because like Aether, but Amber. Just call it mana. I mean, no, you can't call it mana, but I think everyone's just gonna call it mana. Take hostages. That's not very knight-like. But yeah, I don't know. Like this is pretty cool to see what I got. Inspiration. So, anyone who's opened any of these before, are all the Sanctum cards the same? Do y'all know this? Has anyone played? I don't know. God, I can't wait to meet people. Inspiration. It's an action that lets me ready and use a friendly creature. So untap or doorstop to heaven. Each player with 6 amber or more is reduced to 5. So it's a very. Was the other Armageddon that destroyed all the? Well, it didn't destroy all the. the lands, but just some stuff. I'm getting a very like white knight, white mana, plain mana knight theme from these Sanctum cards. Ooh, okay, so now we're getting into our logos, and I thought they were going to be like sentient robots, and they are not disappointing. We've got a Titan mechanic. I'm going nuts on this. Those bad boys of 6 with no armor defense. But if he's on the flank of my deck, which is, he can make my keys cost cheaper, but he's going to get punched in the face. You're going to try to punch him in the face because he's got no armor. Of course, you're going to try to murder him. Ooh, I'm probably going to get sleeves. I haven't had to buy, well, I guess I had to buy sleeves, but. Okay, Skippy time. I'm going to have too much fun with the names. The names alone are bonkers. Skippy Time Dog. Time Hog. Your opponent cannot use any. What? Play this. It's a creature that says as a play, your opponent cannot use any cards next turn. That seems ridiculously unfair. But I don't know. Mother, we got another robot situation going on. So these robots are my heavy hitters, it looks like. Or mutants and creatures. Another big bad boy. And some. Oh my goodness, like we're going to skip this thing. Anomaly Exploit, destroy a damaged creature. Actually, that's a pretty useful card right there. But look, it's a kitty monster. Yeah, dude, this is rad. Oh, shoot. Play the top card of your deck. That seems, Wild Wormhole. That seems super gross. Twin Bolt Admission. Deal 2 damage to a creature and 2 damage to another creature. Red. So we're playing a renew, white-red deck is what it looks like. Sloppy Labber. So I guess these guys are scientists, and like I love flavor. I love history. It's why I liked the L5R like game so much. I'm sorry that work made me not play it. Play archive a card to discard a card. I gotta look what archive does, but sloppy lab work. Library access. Oh, this is kind of cool. It's an action that each time you play a card, this turn you get to draw a card. Oh man, drawing card draws. Oh, and the cool thing about this is that when you run out of cards, you just shuffle your deck and play again. It's so rad until somebody wins. Bouncing Death Quark. I think I'm gonna love these factions. Just I haven't got to my Blobnars. I'm 2 cards away from my Blobnars. Brobnars. I'm gonna call them Blobnars now. But oh man, it's just the names are fun. There was a crazy kitten. The Bouncing Death Quark. Destroy an enemy creature and a friendly creature. You may repeat this effect as long as you like. You may repeat this effect as many times as you'd like, as long as it's possible to repeat this entire effect. And I guess one of the key things about this game is that there's a lot of chain combos you can go through, and even to the point where it limits you can only chain a card name or an effect 6 times. So I'm like, whoa, we're going to like doing mad combos. So I'm really excited to see this in action. I saw a couple of videos when I was getting ready to set this up, and I'm like, I'm going to look into this and watch them and see how this plays. More Death Quarks. Oh, okay. So the Brobnars are the goblins, so it's still red. Like it's, I mean, I know it's impossible to not find the touch of magic on any card game going forward, but yeah. Return, play this card, return each other friendly Brobnar, so you gotta play this like bad boy first, the War Drummer. Got ourselves a troll. Ooh. Oh, is this my dude on the front? No. Lomar Flamefist. Look at this bad boy. Monster 5 power. Like I don't know how to use a camera anymore. If your opponent has 7 amber or more, they lose 2 amber. So it's Giants Goblin. This is like a red-white deck, I think. Ganger Chieftain. Valder. You only get to use one quote-unquote house at a time during each turn. So I think that's going to add a lot of strategy to this that I'm not seeing at the moment. Giant Lady. And then we got, oh man, I'm kind of excited to give this a shot. The War Song. For the remainder of the turn, gain 1 amber each time a friendly creature fights. Oh, that's so cool. So it's like, I'm going to punch people. Got Tremor that stuns creatures and their neighbors because where you place the creature matters, which I think is an idea Garfield was exploring with like Raging River and stuff like that. So I'm kind of, those of you who, I didn't play back in, I started playing Magic in 3rd edition. So like I've seen, was it Alpha, Beta? So I've heard rumors about those cards. Like they were adjacent to my time, so like we're excited to play with them, but never got to play with them. Smith, gain some more amber if I got more people than you. Yeah. I don't know. These cards aren't as funny as the robot mutant thingies, so I'm not as excited. Loot the Bodies. I mean, you can't go wrong with a cool name like that. Lava Ball. And Blood Money. Money. Yeah. I dig the art. I need to look into the flavor text because, like, I'm kind of bummed that I didn't get the Alien faction, the Mars faction. I wanted to play Martians. I guess I got one more deck right here, and a couple of decks coming to me. Another deck coming to me. And I'll probably end up buying a couple more decks just because I like variety and I get this weird compulsion to collect stuff. And that's why I can't play HeroClix anymore. Or I can't play any other collectible card game like Destiny, which was fun because it had cards and dice. And oh man. But yeah, I'm kind of excited. Excited to be using my Wormo job to... Oh, it's got a deck list on the back, so I know all the pieces. If my cards get mixed up, I can make a Wormo Jab deck again. So it says that every deck is supposed to be unique. So I'm kind of